Hey guys, what's up, how's it going? Welcome once again to another video on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing our weekly update for a Wealthsimple, our Canadian-based Wealthsimple trade dividend-based portfolio. So we're going to dive inside the portfolio. I'll give you guys an update on how the portfolio is doing, a couple of things like the dividend payments, and I'll show you guys what brand new stock I'm going to be adding inside my portfolio today. And if you guys do enjoy the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you guys are brand new to the channel, or if you want to be notified of when I do these videos, be sure to subscribe. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be doing is a portfolio update for a Wealthsimple trade account. Things have been pretty interesting over the past couple days, so we'll see how a portfolio has been going up or down depending on which day it is. But we have a total of $101,000, just under $102,000 Canadian inside of our Wealthsimple trade accounts. We have two accounts like usual, the personal account and the TFSA are the two big ones. We're going to click on the TFSA and we'll check that one out like usual since it is the biggest one. Over the past day, the TFSA is up 2% this morning. We had a bit of a jump up this morning at the time of doing this video. It is June 24th, Friday, so we've seen a bit of a jump up today inside the TFSA, about 2%, which is about $1,200, so that's kind of nice. Over the past week, we got it up. Once again, we're up about 3%, so a little bit of a rally over the past week or so, but we did see a big drop off, and it'll be interesting to see over the past month, we're still down -5%, so we did recover some of that drop. If you guys, I think the last video was like down like -7% or something like that. It was quite a bit, but we did see a bit of that recovery, and that's just the way these portfolios work, right? Your stocks go up and down all the time, but the cool thing is, like I always say, if you buy during the dips, when the recoveries do happen, you do get that nice little bounce back, and this is how you make money in the stock market. So the past 3 months, we're down 11%. There's that big chunk that I was talking about before. So you see over the past few months, we've seen in April, we were sitting at a portfolio value of $97,000, give or take. And then we just seen a good decrease here happen, little drop here, and then another drop over the past little while, and a tiny bit of recovery here. So we still have a long ways to go, but that's okay because we're buying the dip. Over the past year, the portfolio is down -2%. So from 1 year to 1 year, we are actually down -2%, and all time the TFSA is up 4%, just up a little bit, but that's good. And that's mostly because we invested way back in the beginning of I guess it would have been way back in the beginning of, I think it was early January 2020, yeah, that we actually started investing inside this portfolio. So obviously investing over the long run really does help the portfolio out. I'll take a quick peek at the personal account, which is more Canadian focused, more Canadian dividend stocks and that kind of thing. The 1 day return is up 1%. 1 week is up 1%. 1 month is down -7%. So our Canadian stocks actually took quite a bit of a dip. The 3-month return is down 11%, pretty much the same as the TFSA. And then the 1 year return is down -2%, and all time it is down -2%. Now this portfolio doesn't have the gains because it is a relatively newer account that the older TFSA does. The older TFSA has, so it doesn't benefit from that growth that happened before. So it actually is staying in the negative. But more than likely, if you've been investing in any time in 2021, or if you started a portfolio, you're more than likely going to be in the negative right now, and that's perfectly okay since stocks really did drop quite a bit. So before we go any further in the video, I just want to do a quick little shout out to Simple Wall Street. So Simple Wall Street, if you guys don't know, is an app or website that I use to do my stock research, and I showcase to you guys all kinds of different information about stocks. I love the platform. I love the fact that the interface is super easy to use. So there's lots of cool things you can do in here. You can check out your home screen. So this is my home screen. There's all kinds of different things like your portfolio. This is kind of basically shows you a mixture of different things. There's markets, so you can take a peek at the different information happening in the markets and whatnot. You can discover different things like there's articles, there's stocks, there's even sample portfolios that you guys can check out here. There's a watch list that you can create where you can take a peek at all the different stocks, and you can also make a portfolio. There actually is a portfolio tracker on here, but the biggest thing I do like about Simple Wall Street is the fact that I can look up different stocks. So let's say, for example, I wanted to look up Manulife. I could type in Manulife here into the stock searcher. I could find it right here. It shows me all kinds of different information about the company. It gives me a stock overview, gives me the ticker, and I can take a peek at some different things and look at their valuations of the company itself. So once again, this is also going to be like somebody's opinion. It's not necessarily all of it's true. It's just a valuation, what they think. But I do find that a lot of the information here is pretty sound, and it makes a lot of sense when you look at it. So when you take a peek at the stock and you see that it's trading 70% below its estimated fair value, that can be a good sign. Revenue forecast is increased to grow 10%. Earnings grew by 80% over the past year and pays a high reliable dividend of 6%. But if you guys didn't know, there is a risk analysis here. that earnings are forecast to decline by an average of 12% per year for the next 3 years. So once again, I found out this information just by taking a quick peek here. It's a good go-to tool if you want to like look at some stocks, if you're building up a portfolio, to just kind of find some quick information. Once again, you can take a peek at growth. You can take a peek at past performance in terms of how the company has done. You can look at the financial health of the company. You can look at things like the dividend, different cool things like this, and you look at management, ownership, and all kinds of different things depending on how much research and how in depth you guys want to go with your stocks. If you guys are interested in signing up for Simple Wall Street, be sure to check out the link in the description of the video. Click that link and that will take you guys to a new website where you guys can sign up for a 14-day free trial of Simple Wall Street. All you got to do is click the link, click on register for a free plan and sign up, or you guys can take a peek at the plans here and you'll see that your discount is now applied, your 14-day free trial, so you guys can take a trial, check out the platform for yourself and see if you guys like it. And here's just a quick little play-by-play on some of the stocks that I hold so you guys can see how well they're doing inside my portfolio. Now once again, keep in mind it really depends on when you bought these stocks, how well they're going to be doing. So don't look at my numbers and think that, oh, it's either a good stock or a bad stock. It's hard to really say depending on when you invested, but we do invest in good quality companies. So over the long term, we should see these stocks kind of bounce back up and do well and get a good return. That's the whole point of it, right? So we have some stocks inside of our TFSA we'll cover really quickly. We have AQN, which is still down quite a bit, hoping this will bounce back up over the next little while. They had some rough couple years, but I do believe in the company long term. We have ATD, which is a solid consumer based company. I think this stock is going to do really well. We have CNR. Everybody probably knows CNR, just a good railway company. We have Fortis, good defensive utility company we've been buying. And then we have HYLD, which is our high dividend yield covered call US based covered call fund. I'm going to be adding a Canadian version in today's video, a little bit later on in the video. I'll show you guys and we'll talk about that in just a second. But this is our high dividend yield fund. So we're not super focused on the stock price per se because we're doing this for the dividends, right? It's got that high yield. We're focused on that. And the cool thing is right now, if you buy these funds right now, they are I think HYLD, for example, is posting like 11 or 12% yield. So definitely good time to pick up those stocks. We have Severia Corp, which I will most likely get rid of at some point. I'm just kind of waiting for it to rebound. Maybe once it goes back up, we'll sell the shares. We only have about $300, so it's not a big deal. Then we have TELUS, which is our telecommunication stock, really good company. And then TD is our bank stock. Of course, my favorite bank stock has done pretty well. Actually down quite a bit compared to where it was up inside my portfolio. But once again, keep in mind, a lot of stocks got hit pretty bad. And then we have our two ETFs here at the bottom. We have VDY, which is more of like just the Canadian market as a whole. It is a dividend-based ETF, but it really does buy a lot of good quality companies, so I'm not too worried about that. It's a good fund. And then we have VFV, which is our S&P 500 US exposure, and that's inside the TFSA. Obviously, we can see the US stocks took quite a big hit because this was up inside my portfolio a little bit, and I think the S&P 500 actually year to date is actually kind of down negative like 20% or something. Take a quick peek at the personal account. We have some different stocks, but more or less the same. So we have AQN, which is the same. We have ATD. Some new ones we have here is CNQ, so Canadian Natural Resources. I've been slowly buying some of these more dividend-based stocks inside my personal account. That's what the account basically is. We have CNR. We have Canadian Tire that we bought a little while ago. We have HYLD once again. Here we have Manulife, so that's another big Canadian financial company. We have Power Corp of Canada. You can see a lot of these finance stocks really took a big hit, so I think these are good stocks to buy right now, like Manulife, POW, the bank stocks. You know, anything that's down quite a bit. Even CNR is down quite a bit. All those stocks that took a big hit that are good quality companies, perfect time to buy them. We have TELUS, TD, and then VDY and VFV, of course. So that's a quick little overview of both accounts that we have on Wealthsimple Trade. So in today's video, I do have a little bit of money to spend inside the portfolio. I got $50 I'm going to be putting inside a brand new stock today. So a lot of you guys know I've been covering inside this portfolio. We have a pretty balanced, pretty well diversified portfolio. We literally pretty much almost have a little bit of everything. And one of the big things I've been focusing on is increasing the yield inside my portfolio. One of the things I've been thinking about is increasing the passive income to kind of benefit from some of the passive income coming now and also benefit in the future. So one of the big things inside the portfolio is I do have a lot of growth and I do have good dividend and dividend growth, but I also want good passive yield. I want to take advantage of some of the yield as I go through life, and obviously the portfolio will grow over time, but kind of benefit more from the money that I'm going to be making in the long term, but also maybe for some things in the short term, right? And the big fund we got that a lot of you guys recommended that I was a huge fan of is HYLD. So this is a high yield covered call US based fund. Now a lot of you guys mentioned that there is a Canadian version, and I do like to diversify. And once again, keep in mind these covered call ETFs only represent, I think right now, about 5% of my portfolio. I want to get it to about maybe 5 or 10%, see how things go, and then over time I can increase it or I can do whatever I want to do. But I just kind of want to slowly start adding them here and there inside the portfolio to benefit from some of those yields. And also I think it's a great time to buy them right now. So HDIV or HDIV is going to be the Canadian version of HYLD. Once again, it's by Hamilton ETFs, and it has a yield of 8.58%, and it invests in a wide variety of different covered call ETFs. So this isn't just one single ETF they're investing into. This is basically a basket here. So if you go down here, you guys can go on the website. You can check it out if you guys want to see more information about it. But I'm just going to quickly cover it here really quickly, and then maybe in some future videos I'll do an actual like little more in-depth analysis. But we have all kinds of different stocks here. The holdings are these different covered call ETFs, so lots of different ones on here. You guys could take these tickers and punch them into Google if you want to look them up, but there's tons of different stuff, lots of diversification. It's just like HYLD, it holds a lot of different funds, so it really is a well-diversified ETF. It's got a great yield of about 8.58% right now, so it's obviously doing quite well. That actually might be higher. I don't know if this is representative correctly of what's going on in the market, so it might be actually be more closer to 9 or 10%. Just kind of keep that in mind. Sometimes they don't update these yields like on a regular basis, and with everything dropping, the yield might be more around 9 or 10%. Just kind of keep that in mind. So we're going to go inside Wealthsimple Trade, and we're going to be buying HDIV today. So we'll type in HDIV, and this is going to be our Canadian exposure to the covered call market. It's going to be this one, the Hamilton one. We don't want this other one. We want the Hamilton one here. We'll buy it. It's currently priced $15 Canadian. So we'll buy a couple shares. We'll go up to like 3 shares, puts us at 47. We'll see if we can put that through. And that's going to be the stocks that I'm buying, and I'm going to be adding inside my portfolio for today's video. And I haven't given you guys an update on the dividend payments for June for a couple of weeks now, I think. I haven't actually done an update on my portfolio for a little while. So here's the update on the dividend payments. June 1st, we got a dividend from Fortis, which is about $8.60. VDY paid us a dividend of $17 in our personal account. In our TFSA, we got a dividend from VDY of $92, so quite a big increase there. HYLD in our RSP, I don't know why I bought this in my RSP. I'm going to have to change that. Gave us a dividend of 42 cents. And then HYLD in our personal account, dividend $11, TFSA $17. And then we got a dividend from Severia Corp, 88 cents. And then Manulife, a dividend of $10.56. And if we head on over to the spreadsheet, we can see that the monthly dividend income for June right now inside my portfolio is about $147. I can't remember if I added the Manulife payment in there. I can't remember that, but it will only be about $10 or so. So $147 for my portfolio, $15 for my girlfriend's portfolio, puts us at a total of $163 for June. For dividends, not a big month, but not too bad either. Once again, we're getting those slow increases over time. I think next month is going to be our big quarterly month, so we should see a nice big dividends. You might hit $400 in dividends, I'm not too sure. But as you guys can see, if we go back here, the dividends have been increasing on a consistent basis. And one of the big reasons why I'm adding HDIV and HYLD is to kind of jump it up just a little bit so we can get a little bit higher monthly dividend income, since I do like passive income and I do like an overall balanced approach inside my portfolio. Before we close out the video, I just want to do something really cool here. I want to talk about what I've been buying with my dividend payments. As you guys know, I like to track things, and I've been showing you guys all the different things I'm buying and how I'm using my dividend income to pay for different things. So one of the things I realized this summer is that I haven't bought clothes for a long time. And I wanted to get some new clothes, so I went to the store the other day and I found out they had a bunch of clothes or t-shirts that were on clearance, and t-shirts can be really expensive or they can be cheap. I like to buy new clothes because it feels nice to have new clothes, so I bought some t-shirts here. As you guys can see, I paid about $8 each. Some of them were on sale. I think one of them was $8, one was $10, and the other one was like 12 bucks or something like that. So I got some cool summer t-shirts. I'm going to be buying some new clothes throughout the year because once again, I really haven't bought clothes for a long time, and clothes can be expensive, so I'm going to try to do some deal hunting and different things to find and get some new cool clothes, and I can show you guys how I'm paying for those with my dividends. But I just want to give you guys a quick little update. I haven't really shown you guys really much that's going on with that kind of stuff, but I just wanted to give you guys an update on some of the cool things I've been buying with my dividend income. Alright, so that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Once again, if you guys like the video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to kind of be notified of when I do these videos on a regular basis. If you guys have any comments or any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I'll try to get back to you guys as quickly as possible. Take care. Hope you guys have a good day. Hope you guys are enjoying the weather, and I'll see you guys later.